guys. I know I'm a little late getting this started, but, and I'm probably sure you're tired of hearing and seeing different feet videos, but let me say, so many people seem to have some trouble with them. I want to help people out. As you can see, I think this is what Sam was wanting to know, is how to do feet like this. They should be clean foot, but the dog has so much hair on its feet, but if you shave it, it kind of looks really ridiculous, especially if you don't shave the dog. So I'm going to show you, this is the way I do my Jackie feet. I posted a little photo. That's our girl. She was only 9 months there. She has a whole lot more coat now. But this is what I do with my show Jackies, okay? It still might not come out exactly the way I do it on the Jackie's feet look, because every dog has a different foot type, but this is another way to do this. What this also works for is Australian Shepherds, your Goldens, dogs that have that hair that just grows in the foot, but the toe is short. I think we all know what type of dogs we're talking about. So your Shepherd-like dogs, the ones that have all this hair on their feet, but you want to trim it off. So first of all, trim the nails. Always start with trimming the nails before you do anything on the feet. I know I've probably done a few videos where I should have done the nails. It's usually a habit of mine, but usually I'm so excited to do something for you guys. So I've already done that. First of all, okay, you want to shave the bottom of the feet. Alright? Now, this is a little bit different than us shaving for a shave down. Now, you have two options here when you're doing the feet. If this was my show Jackie, I would not be digging in and shaving any of that pad out. I'd leave that hair there. I'm just going to basically take everything that's sticking out of the pad. Okay? And if I have time in this video, I'll show you what happens when you shave it all out. But for instances, okay, so if the dog has no stickers, no mats, no nothing like this, and this is, you want to just leave that, okay, but you want to just cut everything flush. And the other key thing is the size of the pad of the foot. I know this is a little far away, but if I go any closer with the video, I'm going to have a hard time keeping it in the screen. So, the edge of that pad, you want it to be clean. You don't want it to be shaved onto it. You want to shave everything really close to it. Okay, so you're going to take your time. These type feet are, they take a lot more time than just taking a quick 5-blade to it, which is another way you can do it. Okay, so we have basically the bottom of the foot shaved. If you're really, really good at it, you can do this, and you can pretty much just, you can shave all of this, you can pull all this down. So my next step, we're going to use scissors, okay? Do you see? Now probably the first thing everyone's going to be saying, oh yeah, I fluff it up like this, and then you scissor it. Nope, that's not what we're doing, okay? You take all that stuff in between the toe and you pull it down, okay? So you take as much as you can and pull it down. So this is where it helps. I will hold the foot like this, okay? And I'll grab everything I can. And you can do the same thing. You can do all this with the same step as shaving with the 40 blade, okay? But this is just to show you. Probably way different than what you've probably ever been taught. But we're going to take this and literally you keep pulling everything down. Keep pulling everything down until you can't cut any more off in between those toes. So it's a little time consuming and it's not that easy. You have to kind of pinch the toes to hold the hair down. Okay, so keep working the hair down. So whatever hair that you can get to stick out and keep cutting, you just keep cutting. Okay? Now mind you, I'm showing you, this is how I actually shape my feet for my dackies for show. Granted, we don't have this much hair on their toes, but the same concept applies. Okay. So I'm pretty happy. I can't really get much more to stick out. Oh, there we go. And like I said, you just keep pulling stuff down, and whatever you can cut off on the bottom half of that toe, you just cut it off. Okay. So, can everyone see that foot? You can see it still kind of looks funny. But we get a lot of that bulk hair out of our way. Okay? So, the next step is to come over here and brush it all up. Now, the plan of this is we have some short hair on those toes, and we have these long hairs in between the toes here. We do not want to cut anything lower than the short hair, okay? So by pulling it down, okay, what that has helped us do, it helps us shape that foot already, okay? So everything is mostly all back here. So basically you're going to come in here and lightly cut that off and shape that foot. Okay, and you'll brush this up a couple of times. But do not cut anything below the short hair on the toes, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, and then you can just kind of come in here and shape this up. And I'm going to tell you, that's still not quite, what do you call it? Presentable in my book. So you want to come in here, and now you're going to play. So I'm going to come in here, then I'm going to pull. Don't lick. That's one of my biggest rules. Never ever let a dog lick you, okay? Because that was a warning sign. He was telling me he did not want me doing this. That's the other thing. People think they're licking because they're nice and cute and it's sweet, but no, that's a warning sign. He doesn't like what I'm doing. He's telling me he doesn't like it, and I don't tolerate it. So my biggest thing is if they can lick you, they can bite you. So never let a dog lick you. So what I did is I came through here and I pulled any extra hair that I didn't brush up. Okay, so as you see, I'm kind of pulling that hair back down, and it's still not cleaned up, okay? It still needs a lot more work. And this is why this is not necessarily something you would do. It's easier on a shepherd, like a German shepherd, not a German shepherd, an Australian shepherd, a border collie, Goldens, you spend a little bit of extra time on it like this. Okay, but my biggest thing is making sure that all the hair on that edge is gone. Now, the one thing that's killing this is his toenails are quite long, and this is where you nitpick basically around those toes. You want to clean that hair up around those toes, but not go so short that it looks obvious. Okay, and a lot of times it's easy to just brush that hair down and cut it off that way. And I'll tell you, getting inside these inside toes are going to be hard. But if this is what you want to do, and this is the type of feet your dog has, then this might be what you are required to do. And like I said, I'm showing you exactly how I get my dackies ready for show. And that is by trimming all this hair in this same manner. Okay, it's not a quick shave off, obviously. But this is if you want to get and keep a natural foot. Okay. The other thing is I'm at this point where I'm pretty happy with everything on the foot, but we still have some, no, some uneven hairs, it still looks pretty, I don't know, average to me. You can come in here and take those spots down with thinning shears. Now I wouldn't be doing this part on the Dacky because again, this is going to make her foot look really flat. No. But for a pet, you can do this. Okay? Thinning shears are going to make everything look softer, and when you can make these look rounder and softer, they won't look so bad. But doing these type feet on everyday groom dogs, they are time consuming. They are, they take a lot of work. No. So anything that looks a bit out there, it's usually a rule of thumb I tell any new person that comes to work with me, if it's sticking out of the vision that you have in mind, it's not looking right, cut it off. It's not supposed to be there. So as you see, I'm starting to spread these toes, and this is a pet, okay, but I'm trying to achieve a very natural looking foot that would more or less not look like I shaved it, because I'm not doing anything else to this dog. He is just here for a bath, and like a little tidy up on his feet. So this may not be something you want to offer to everybody if you're not confident with scissors around the feet. Doing them one of the other ways is probably going to be your best bet. Okay, and there is another video out there on this page for that. Okay, so I'll try to bring a close-up of this. Can you use this method to clean the feet on thinners, drop coat, small tees? No, you really can't use this for that method. I showed you in one of the other videos where you brush it all down and you cut the edge, basically everything along that pad, and then what you'll do is you'll brush it over to one side, and you basically will keep that same shape that you just cut. You cut it again and do that again. If you're going for a very long drop coat, like on a Shih Tzu, or a cocker, an American cocker, where you have all that coat, you're going to want to have a bell-like foot, and that requires a little bit different trimming. I don't necessarily have any dogs that I can show you that on, that come into me, but there is other videos that I can see if I can find. But just to show you a quick, okay, that foot can still be touched up better. Okay, I'm running out of time. I got another dog coming, as you can see, and that's what it started out as. Can you guys see it? Okay. Again, it takes a lot more time to do a foot like this. Even for me, when I do my Dackies, they are, they're very time consuming. I'll spend at least an hour doing all those feet and getting ready for a big show and things like that. So this is still something that I can sit and nitpick on and find hairs. So if this is not what you're wanting to do for a client, don't spend that time. Okay. Another thing is to take a 5-blade. Okay, like everyone else has said. Okay, and you're basically going to do poodle feet. Okay. A 5 is about the length of what that hair is there. So you still are going to do like a poodle-like foot. You still want to spread those feet and get into every single toe. Sorry, you guys can't even see that in the video. Okay, so if you take your 5 blade to that, now mind you, I have not shaved the bottom half of his foot on this one. No! You can then just come in here and cheat your way through this. Again, after you do that, and you still can't get all that hair and stuff like that on the feet, I still encourage you to pull all the hair down first on the bottom half side. I know it's a little bit backwards from what everyone's used to. They're used to fluffing it up. I fluff it down because what this does, by cutting this little bit right here, it helps me get that shape of that foot so I can keep it looking as natural as possible. So, as you see, I'm actually clipping the entire foot of the bottom of this. Now, if you go and start shaving out the inside of that foot, your dog is going to have a very flat foot. So instead of it being nice and tight, it's going to be flat and spread out. Okay. So then, again, I just cheated and basically took everything off with a 5 blade on this foot. And again, you still don't want to cut too much underneath. Stop moving. You don't want to cut the toe hair, or the hair, the short hair that's on the toes. Just a second. That would be his mommy. So like I said, I was just trying to show you guys another way of doing this. Again, neatening this up, and you can still get it to look as close to a natural foot without it being so choppy and everything like that. So yes, I would love to show you guys how to finish that foot, but his mom's here and I gotta still do the other 2 back feet. All right, and come back around 1:30 and we're gonna do a what are you worth video. I'm gonna help you guys how to work out what to charge for your dogs, because I see so many people doing these price checks. No offense, they're driving me crazy to see, but I just want to help some people out. So we'll see you later, guys.